Chat, good evening, and welcome to this week's Scrim School ScrimCast. I am your host, Bobby Socks. If you are new to the ScrimCast, the way this works is we spend about the first hour talking with the guests of the week, who just so happen to be two absolutely insane console players. I'm looking forward to this because we don't usually get console players on here, so it's going to be nice to get a different perspective. On deck, we're going to have Nuveii and Ahhra. I'm very excited about this one. I really am. They're both very, very active Trials players, very active Scrim players. This is a great chance to ask any questions you have. So let's undeafen and let's get it going. Teachers, good evening. How are you?
Yo, Nuveii, you're muted.
It happens. So, Arrha, let's start off then because Nuveii is muted. Why don't you introduce yourself? Who are you? What makes you tick? What do you do?
Oh shoot, I was muted. Yeah, what's up, Bobby?
What's up, Nuveii? We're gonna make Arrha in the hot seat first and do some intros.
Sounds
Dude,
good. All right.
Intro? Well, yo, I'm Arrha. I sometimes do carries with Nuveii on stream. I don't really stream those anymore, but I mostly just do scrims, yeah. 3v3s on stream. That's about it. Yeah.
That's about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Short, sweet, to the point. What do you do when you're not gaming, Arrha?
That's really it. Yeah.
Yeah, Alex is just always killing it in scrims.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this one.
24/7.
24/7 scrims. That sounds like a vibe. All right, Nuveii, you're up. What makes you tick? Who are you? Introduce yourself.
Well, I think most people know me as like the Trials superstar. So I was #1 in the world for about a year and a half for flawless cards, and I stream normally every weekend. I do everything PvP related, all Trials scrims recently now, and yeah, I'm on Twitter and I'm on Twitch.
Yeah, we actually have a command for you both with all of your socials. Of course. It's our
thank you.
It's our little thank you for having you guys come on the channel for the night, taking time out of your day to join us.
Oh, I see. Thank you so much.
Well, we appreciate it. We do.
For sure.
Let's dive into the nitty-gritty. Trials. Obviously, Trials is a hot topic right out the gate. How'd you guys feel about last weekend?
Not good.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Oh, well, because we were cheesing. I feel like that's why it wasn't so bad.
Just throw on the cheese and you win, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I've just come to.
Looking at the
strat.
Yeah, looking at the state though of Trials, it's not good at all. It's been very some pretty clear issues.
What do you think the reason behind that is?
Well, it's just abilities, really. Bungie has just created a sandbox where abilities just simply go over gunplay, and they're obviously that's just what's gonna mess everything up when people don't even have to shoot their guns and they have abilities like grenades that track or melees that one hit you. It's obviously not gonna make the PvP experience very good or fair. So.
Oh, I absolutely agree. It was definitely a rough one for sure. I lost my flawless card to a round 9 double bubble, and they sat behind their barricades the entire time every single round.
Yeah,
and
a lot of bubbles.
Yeah, they double popped, and we lost our lighthouse trip because of it. It was not fun. It was not fun at all. So, when you say run cheese, what were you guys running?
Oh God, am I gonna
exposing it now?
Yeah, I kind of sinned this last weekend. I'm not gonna lie. We ran Omni. Omni Shap.
Okay. What is that? The Vash strat?
I mean, pretty much, because Omni just lets you tank whenever you're invis, and there's like 14 ways to go invisible for like so long, especially with that artifact that lets you, or not artifact, sorry, aspect that lets you go invisible for like even longer. We were just constantly invis. We had ×4 resist the whole time, and just flew at people. So.
Were you doing carries this weekend or no?
Oh no. We were
Oh
just out.
no.
Yeah.
I do not blame you one bit on this weekend. Ooh, it was rough. I don't know why, because Dead Cliffs is such a great map. It really is. Except for in this current sandbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a
we're,
tough one.
seems like
Were
we're
you-
kind of up and down on doing carries anymore just because of the sandbox.
Mm-hmm. How, I mean, I'm guessing when you guys do carries, it's mostly outside of the flawless pool, obviously.
No.
No.
No, actually, we used to do carries just all throughout the weekend, but and like we could normally do them. The issue more was just how much we were enjoying the game. So
Yeah.
we kind of initially dropped Sunday, Monday, because that's like the worst days. And this last weekend we would have been doing carries Friday, Saturday, but just as an experiment, like just to really see how like just insane we could be. Like we just ran stacked, just went invis, and we just played it out.
Hell yeah. So, how many cards you get done?
Over the 2 days.
Yeah. Because I mean, you had the record for a while, right?
Yeah, year and a half.
Yeah.
What was your quantity total? I want to say it was something outrageous.
At the moment I have 2,100 and I think 60 something.
Whoa, that is
Yeah.
a lot of trials love. Is what that is. That's a lot of trials love. I just completely blanked on what I was going to say. Oh, I meant in a single weekend. What was your single weekend record? Because I remember that being insane as well.
Insane. Yeah, 111.
That weekend was some trash, bro.
Yeah, that was some trash though. I'm like that was like the closest to hell like I ever want to be. I'm never doing that again.
God, that's got to be the fizzle mental state at like the worst times.
Yeah.
No, it was terrible.
That's wild. And that was the beginning. That was first weekend, right?
Not first weekend actually. It was third.
Okay. And obviously,
It would have been much easier first weekend.
Right.
Yes, no, I was stacked.
No, I love it. It's really cool to see like have actual fully blown trials players that do both carries and stacks, because you can kind of talk on both sides of the fence, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we're gonna ask it. It's a question that comes up pretty frequently. Carry culture. Do you think it's good for trials and comp, or bad, and why?
Honestly, I haven't given it good thought. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, my opinion is very like balanced. Obviously, there are some good things about it. Obviously, there are some bad things about it. I think like one of the big bad things that I see about carry culture is it's kind of, in my opinion, how the person who's getting carried takes it, right? Like I've had people who I've carried Alex have carried, and they want to learn and they ask a lot of questions, and they seem like actually engaged, I guess, in playing with us and in learning. And then on the other hand, we've just had viewers who just let it happen, just let win after win after win, don't speak at all, and they don't learn anything. And I feel like I feel like it takes away the point of trials, right? Like trials is kind of supposed to be an achievement, and I definitely see how service streamers kind of, I guess, take away from that feel, right? Especially it's unfair if like you are like a 1.5 and you have two of your buddies like 1.6s, and then you match service streamers, right? It's not exactly
Right.
like I guess it just doesn't really feel fair right? Like it doesn't feel like what Trials is supposed to feel like.
I absolutely agree. All right, you got anything to add to it?
No, not really. Nuveii cleared it up.
I'm sorry. Maybe I'm gonna let Alex answer the next one. My bad. I'm talking a lot. No,
All
my
right.
bad. My bad.
So
All right, Alex, step up.
I'm gonna make it way harder for Alex then.
No.
Let's talk Recuvs.
Oh, I only did those. I think I could answer this pretty well.
But do you think that Recuvs were bad for the game or no? In obviously Trials, not so much in something like Comp, right?
I could say yeah. I can see how it was bad for the game because I mean realistically, all they had to do was just like pay someone to get on their account and just they would be done. They didn't have to earn it or anything. They didn't have to try. It's like the whole achievement just kind of went down the drain. But
I mean, I feel that. I do, actually.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that's the case. It's one of those weird ones, right? Because in Trials especially, and I mean, I used to do Recuvs too. Is it worse to match somebody on a Recuv or is it worse to match somebody on their main? Because you're gonna match them either way, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's a tough one.
I'd rather match them on their main because at least like I would know. Like I could assume that they were probably a Recuv by like the weekly and matching it up with their actual KD. But if they're like on their main, I can know who it is. If I don't like this person or if I'm cool with them, I could message them, ask them like back out for me and stuff like that.
Well, that's definitely that was actually the next topic we were going to roll into because I mean anybody that's been on Twitter this week has seen the back out conversation, right? Between a very, very large streamer and somebody that's just kind of starting out-ish, and they were running stacked. Do you feel that you should back out if you're running stacked and you know that the person you're going against is running a carry? And would you expect the same response to you?
I could see how it's very frustrating. We've had it happen a lot where, our friends match us stacked and we're doing a carry and they don't back out, and sometimes they do back out. I think it's more frustrating when they don't because it's very obvious we're not gonna win it, and especially if they're stacked like
beyond belief.
I mean, yeah, like they're obviously gonna win it and they're most likely not gonna drop the card. But at the same time, it's not their responsibility. It's not their, like, they don't have to back out. So.
I agree with that. I do. And I think Sam put it the best so far that I've heard. He said, if you sign up to do a carry, you're saying I can 2v3 against any player or any team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's kind of more like my mentality on it. It's like if we match friends and they back out, that's great, but if we match, like I'm not expecting them to back out by any means. Like I mean, what's the point of doing carries if you just got people backing out for you?
Right.
Like,
I mean,
just
it's
like play
cool
it,
sometimes, It's cool sometimes.
No, of course.
But overall, like if I run into friends that are also carrying, I'm like, what do you want on your card? And if they say they have no mercy, I'm like, all right, well, we still got mercy. We'll run it out. And we back out at the end, But
yeah.
I think I kind of agree with the Fizzle's take on it. That if you're doing carries, you play it out either way. And if you lose, you lose. Right?
Yeah.
That's always a fun one to ask because like getting the opinions of like, because some people will go, I always back out for my friends, no matter what, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then others are like, no, you queued up the playlist. We're gonna play it out either way. So it's a tough one.
At the end of the day, like both teams are trying to get an objective done. Whether you're stacked, whether you're not stacked. it doesn't really matter. We're both trying to get to the end, so I think it's just a choice thing. If you match somebody you like, you want to back out, you can back out. Whatever, you're on a roll, you're not dropping a single game, so you can back out, and you'll still get flawless. Then yeah, but I mean, I've never held it personally against somebody who didn't back out for me, and I knew them and they were stacked.
Yeah, most definitely. I definitely agree. Let's talk flawless pool. How are we feeling about it?
I want to go on. They kind of just ruined it for me.
Yeah.
So if they we've seen on Twitter that Bungie's not getting rid of the flawless pool, but what ways would you guys recommend to improve on it? Like, what would, because it's not going away, what do you think would make it so that it's not as painful?
I'm assuming Nuveii is talking to someone. I was hoping I could pass this one off.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. What? You mind repeating it one more time? I'm sorry.
I was saying, because we know the flawless pool isn't going away.
Yeah.
What, if in your perfect world, if you could walk into Bungie HQ tomorrow and be like, hey, fix this one thing to make trials more fun, more accessible, even with the flawless pool enabled, what would it be?
I mean, the whole game mode just needs a revamp. I mean, PvP in general just needs a revamp to help also just make just trials better. I mean, we need new maps, we need new content, and I mean, in my opinion, I guess if there had to be like one thing, I would just say like a sandbox change needs to be made. I mean, I think that would immediately make trials a lot more playable. I mean, not just trials, but just PvP in general.
Okay.
Across the board, I feel like, we need to, get the whole like abilities under control, all the broken stuff under control. And I think just as a start, that wouldn't only benefit trials, but that would just, benefit everything, really.
Sure, absolutely. But what specifically for a sandbox change then? Because you went into the next question.
Oh, sorry.
I want Alex to answer this one first.
Okay.
In your perfect world, what would be the best sandbox for everyone? That's the hard part.
For everyone?
For everyone. Can't just think the sweat. Can't just think the scrim.
Oh.
Because it's a hard one, right? There's so many different unique playstyles. So how would you balance the sandbox accordingly? Or you can look at it just from a trials perspective and, I don't know, lock shit out or change things just for trials. This is all hypotheticals, obviously.
For trials, I mean, I think things just need to be locked. I've been, a couple of seasons ago, there was issues with like Titans swapping to the what's the helmet called that gives you an overshield when you're in the slam.
One-eyed mask.
No. Eternal Warrior.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is like that exotic is completely useless, other than when you're in your super, but people only swap to it when they were in trials, and then they would take it off the next round. It's like I felt like your loadout should have been locked. That was my opinion, at least. I felt like the loadout should have been locked. But in terms of the sandbox, I mean, I think ability cooldowns just need to be longer. You shouldn't be able to, like, for the zone trials, I don't think you should be able to have a shield, every round, or multiple shields every round.
Okay.
Like the Axions as well. Just that Axions were everywhere, although that was tuned down. But just I think cooldowns need to be longer. Maybe one or a couple abilities every round, get them out, and then you battle that round out with the weapons.
So sure. I like that, actually. I've been saying for a while we should be able to lock loadouts for trials, at least for the game, not so much for the entire card, but
yeah. No, definitely not for the whole card, but definitely the game needs to be locked, in my opinion.
So, what would you say in the event that you match somebody that's using something cheesy, and you can't switch to it though? See what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean that really just comes down to the weapons having to be balanced as well. But
I'm asking you the
I
hard
don't know.
questions out the gate, so we can just relax after
Yeah.
that.
I mean, how many weapons are there that are really like busted though?
I mean, quite a bit right now.
I mean,
Is it the weapons
I mean-
though, or is it the build around the
Hmm.
weapons?
I mean, I think it's everything.
I don't really feel like there's that many weapons that are that busted right now. I think there are some builds that you can, make that are pretty annoying and pretty busted, but I think it's mostly the abilities, in my opinion. I think fusions are really really strong right now.
You know those are getting tuned.
Yeah. Hopefully they're getting tuned. Well,
They are a little bit. It's
okay.
but so are shotguns. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, you know, nerf Felwinters.
Felwinters is ass already. I don't understand that. That's one of those hard ones that because I've started to try and see things from every perspective, not just shotguns, hand cannons, sniper rifles, right?
Yeah.
But I don't envy Bungie's sandbox team at all, because they've got people like us three that are like, it should be a precision weapon sandbox.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have the more casual players who are like, I want to run a pulse rifle. I want to run a scout rifle. I want to run SMGs. I want to run sidearms. And then where do those fit into the sandbox balancing too,
I mean, honestly, I think I don't know. I think they can fit in. It's just a few. I don't know. Like, I honestly, like, as a hand cannon man, like, I have no issue fighting scouts. I have no issue fighting pulses. Like, yeah, they annoy me, but it's like, if I really tried my best and, like, wasn't just trying to run in and just, like, stomp everyone, like, it's outplayable. I don't think it's broken. It might be annoying to play against, but I don't think that means that they don't fit in. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with you. All right. We got a question from Fatal. He said, at what point do you consider yourself a Sherpa? I was scrolling back a little bit in chat because I missed some questions, and I caught that one. So at what point do you consider yourself a Sherpa versus just throwing a hand out?
I mean, I think it's just when you feel like you are one. I mean, I think that's I guess just more something. I mean, I guess if you're helping somebody, you're a Sherpa, or if you're, I guess, trying to help somebody, you're a Sherpa. Whether you're success, I mean, I don't know if success should really. I don't know.
It's more the effort involved.
Yeah, I guess I would say it's kind of more the effort involved. I think it's more the effort involved. Like if you're trying to help somebody, and you're consistent, I guess, like with trying to help people, then I would say you're a Sherpa. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. Alex, what do you got to add? Give me some unique takes on that.
Really, when I mean, I guess when you feel like you have the upper hand on someone and you're trying to help them, like when you are better than someone, I guess, in some sort of way, and you are trying to help them.
Sure.
I mean, I look at Sherpa more as like a job, though, right? Like if let's just say you got like 3 friends, you're a 2.0, you play with 2 1.3s, like you wouldn't like call yourself like a Sherpa for them, right? Like you're just like playing to play. Kind of feel like Sherpa is more of like a role.
I mean,
Like a job kind of role, like, or I don't know.
Okay.
I guess Sherpa means that you're like teaching, right? You're guiding them through it, yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
guess not teaching,
I would agree
yeah,
with that.
so you're guiding them through it, yeah. Yeah.
That's an interesting one. It really is. And then we had another one from Nova that said, I lost it. Son of a bitch. Hold on, I'm scrolling back again. It's not.
No worries.
Here you go. And it plays off the Sherpa thing. What about people that don't listen to Sherpas and get frustrated after not listening? How do you guys handle stuff like that?
We haven't really had any of those.
Oh no, we definitely have.
We have?
Yes. we've had a lot of people who've done that.
I don't feel like that.
Normally, I try to be like when I'm helping somebody, or I feel like when me and Alex are helping somebody, we try to be, across the board, just good people. We treat them nicely. We try to help them if they want help, and of course, we get them to the lighthouse. If they are not listening or they're acting rude or have any sort of issue, I immediately just drop the like emotional side of the whole thing, and then I just try to like play and just get them to the end basically at that point. I mean, I'll of course try to help them, but like if they're being like, I guess, rude or like stubborn and like not listening because of that, I will kind of just brute force it to the end at that point. But if they're just not able to like keep up with the things I'm saying, I will just start giving them more simple instructions until they kind of can start managing like what I'm telling them to do, or what I'm suggesting they try to play like, etc.
That makes sense. Do you find that it's an easier, like obviously it's a little bit more difficult of a card. Have there been any cards that you've actually lost because they keep taking off to do their own thing and then getting mad when they end up 1v3?
Alex can tell you.
And have you ever,
card.
let me add this over. Have you ever dropped a carry because of it?
Back in the day, we how long was it, Nuveii? It was like
18 hours.
18?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Mhm.
So we were doing a carry for 18 hours, and I think it was it Midtown or Exodus, Nuveii?
Exodus.
Okay, it was on Exodus, and at the end, we just told them that we had to do a recap because it was just too much. It had been too long.
18 hours on a single carry.
Dedicated trials lovers, yes sir.
No kidding. I'm used to seeing people go, all right, we'll give it 3 shots, and if you don't make it, we're gonna tag out, right?
Oh, well, it was under
trial?
some different circumstances for that one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm reading the undertone on that one.
Right.
It's okay. I got it. That makes sense. That makes a lot
But
more
we
sense.
have also, to answer your second question, we have dropped somebody before because of it. They were acting super rude, and then like mid-game, without saying anything, they left to go get their pizza.
Oh,
And,
that wasn't me. That was you.
Oh really? Oh, I thought you were with me on that.
No, that
Yeah, they like left mid-game to get a pizza, didn't say anything. When they came back, I was gone. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm not dealing with that. Because I had already, like, I was already helping them for a good bit too. And yeah, they just weren't acting right.
Yeah, I would probably leave too. I'm gonna be honest. If they're on your team and you offered to help them, that's one of the worst things I think you could do.
Yeah.
You know. Holy
I wasn't
shit.
happy.
I'm still just shook 18 hours on.
Bro didn't even tip, dude. I was like, come on. Like,
That is commitment. I hope to God you were like, the next time that was asked, you were like, nah, we're chill.
no, bro, we never played with him again.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
All right, we'll reel it back a little bit to PvP as a whole and not just trials. Do you guys notice a difference in playing console lobbies versus PC?
Oh yeah.
And what kind of difference?
Seems easier when we get on PC. I've been when we're playing trials, I normally get on PC now because the lobbies just seem easier. I think it's because of the bigger player pool.
I would figure that console has a way bigger player pool.
Oh no, PC is definitely bigger.
Really?
Well,
I think PS4. Actually, I think PS4 is the biggest. So
Because console lobbies cover PS4 and Xbox,
yeah,
does it not? So it's got to
no, it
be
does.
huge.
I I didn't think about that actually. I was thinking more or less Xbox, and PlayStation.
Yeah, no. If from what I remember, they were all blended. I don't know.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
play on console lobbies, so
No, they are. They are. You're right.
so
I mean,
then
either way, they just seem
yeah.
easier.
Okay, okay. Is there a reason for that? Do you think, or is it just easier across the board? Like loadout types, play styles, movement stuff.
I mean, people, I mean, might be more aggressive, I guess.
Okay.
Not exactly sitting in spawn the whole time, you know?
I mean, I could honestly say that every console player I matched this weekend sat behind barricades
Yeah.
all day. Nuveii, do you have anything to add? How do you feel about it?
I think PC generally is easier for things like trials and comp, honestly. Quick play, on the other hand, is a complete just shit show for PC. Like I would much rather be on console for like something like quick play, but for some reason, yeah, I do feel like trials at least and comp on PC is like definitely um easier. I don't know. I don't know why that is. Maybe because like less casuals on console play for whatever reason, and maybe like more sweats play, and so like that's why it's more annoying. But yeah, I that's kind of like my take on it.
I mean, I could see that, honestly. Because a lot of the PC players are playing to like do low man challenges or more competitive stuff, things like that. Whereas console is, no offense to my console players, but consoles you get for Christmas from your parents, right?
Yeah.
So I guess I could understand that. Like PC is more of a commitment towards playing, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. No, you're right. I mean, I agree with you on that. I mean, that definitely could be why. Maybe just more casuals in general on console compared to PC. Because yeah, PC is definitely more of a commitment.
Yeah. Do you see any like big loadout changes between the two? Like weapons that you see specifically on console versus PC?
Uses Wither Horde. I have no fucking like everyone uses Wither Horde on PC. I have no idea why. It drives me nuts.
I don't really see a difference. I mean, I can agree that I do see Wither Horde a bit more, but I don't see too much of a
DMTs.
difference on anything else.
It's definitely
Yeah.
Definitely DMTs a lot more on. I don't know about console, but there's a lot of DMTs on PC.
No,
Like
there's like
pre-nerf?
none on console. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pre-nerf they were nuts. It was the last word for controller players, or for M&K players. Word's hard. It was like the last
Yeah.
word for M&K players.
Yeah.
I think one thing that
It
I
was-
did see that I don't see very often on PC is like Arbalist. I really don't see that very often in PC lobbies at all.
I mean,
Is that? Go ahead.
I don't think Arbalist is really used that much anymore because I mean you just have a better Arbalist with Lorenz.
Well, I
Right.
think he like means both of them. Like
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's Lorenz is basically Arbalist 2.0 with a sucking.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we said we hated Arbalist. Bungie goes, well, what about Arbalist with a pull-in?
No, for
Um,
sure.
Yeah. Don't really see it that much.
You don't see Lawrence as much on console, or
Or on console?
I guess linears as a whole.
I mean, not so much anymore. I don't think.
I would
Must be
disagree.
Fucking nice.
No, I would disagree. I think you definitely see more Lorenz on console than on PC for sure. At least that's just my experience.
Well, I mean, yeah, more on console than PC, but I don't feel like we see them that much anymore.
Like in general.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's just because the whole sandbox is just a big mess right now. Like, there's so many different things you can use to just like, you know, like that are just broken. That like maybe people are like, yeah, you know, put away the Lorentz and pick up my Lord of Wolves. Just run invis all day.
That hurts my soul. I can't use Lord of Wolves for the life of me.
You know, it's kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like at first, right? Like, you gotta get like a rhythm with it. Like, you gotta kind of get a feel for it. But then, like, after that, it's super easy.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I get mapped from fucking Mars by Lord of Wolves. I will barrel stuff somebody, run it all the way up on all the bursts, and it's like, oh, you left him one.
Yeah.
Like, word. Cool. Just so you guys are mentioning cheesy stuff. What do you think right now in the current sandbox is the most cheesy, and why?
In terms of guns and abilities, or like you mean just?
Yeah. No, let's build out your ideal. Fuck, I'm gonna hate this game. Loadout.
Alex, what do you think?
Yeah, make Alex answer.
Yeah, come on, Alex. Speak up, old man.
What's your biggest FU loadout in threes over sixes? Because sixes doesn't matter.
I don't really know, because, I mean, there's a bunch of guns that are annoying. I mean, it's gotta be, I mean, the Titan Barricade that gives you an overshield is it's one of the most annoying things right now, in my opinion.
That got tuned. That has like a 2-minute recharge time now.
Yeah.
It's a super, basically.
I just kind of hate how you get the overshield instantly. Really, I mean, that's really it.
I didn't think that was a problem, honestly. It was a 40 plus 40, and it just got hard hit.
Alex probably means like pre-nerf.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah, pre-nerf, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't pay attention to the TWAB, so I didn't really know that it got hit hard, but
yeah, it got hit on a patch note, actually.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it was hit on the renewals patch note.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, you're right.
I was not ready for that one, like, at all. I was expecting it to be like way down the line.
Yeah. Especially with what they did for like OEM. I was like, yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's true, Zared. Triple Titan Behemoth with the grenade launchers and Cerberus.
Really?
They get the overshield. Yeah, it's not. It
the Whisper
of Prime.
But it is still very good.
Mm-hmm.
The Whisper of Prime. That's a good point too. Fatal said, "What about the bow and hand cannon quick swap? The NQ special."
I don't really see it that often anymore. But Wish Ender and like a 120 is pretty annoying as well. But I mean, I would say that is under the Triple Titan Behemoth, because I just don't feel like against the Triple Titan I can really peek. Or, well, I mean, I can peek, but I can't really do damage. They can just throw down a grenade over and over and over again, and they just keep shooting it, and nothing really happens. It kind of just like, it gets to the end of the round, and then they push in and just take point, and we can't really do anything about it because they just keep throwing grenades and getting overshield.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying for sure.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Lawrence? Or not Lawrence, but Lorelei. Sorry, words hard.
Oh.
I had to actually pause for that one. Let my
Yeah.
brain catch up. How do you feel about Lorelei? Because that's something that's not getting tuned for a while.
Is it not called Lorelei? Have I been saying that wrong the whole time?
I don't fucking know.
Lorelei?
It's one
Yeah,
of
I
those.
don't
It's
know.
one of those names that's like
The
we're gonna
annoying
call it
helmet.
something. Yeah, the
Let's
annoying
call it
helmet.
that. I mean,
It is pretty annoying.
yeah, obviously it is really busted. But I do feel like it is still counterable, right? Because you can kind of just like run away from it. Like, you know, how you can like run away or like not peek a rift. You can kind of do the same thing with it. I mean, that's normally what I do. If I know someone has it, you know, I just find out where they are. I find out where their shield is, and I just stay away and I don't peek lanes. until I know it's out and until I know they don't have it.
Well, yeah, but unlike a rift, they can hold on to it, can't they? Like, they get it and then they can move off of it and still have the buff.
Yeah, but it's for 5 seconds.
And this weekend, that was plenty of time to just peek out and fucking hit you.
Oh, like, I mean, you have to play weird against it for sure. Like, it's not balanced by any means, but I do feel like it was still counterable slightly. You know, I feel like you, yeah, you know, if you really just hid and just did nothing and just waited, eventually you could get a gunfight.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at that.
No, I feel it. Like, we're really aggressive as well, but it's like sometimes you just gotta realize the choices you have to make in a game just to win it. Otherwise, you know, just keep running in, keep getting one shot, and nothing changes.
Yep.
I mean,
Nice.
I've noticed a sniper works pretty well against it. As long as you can hit your shots faster, they can shoot you.
True.
Yeah. Sniper was definitely a necessity this weekend.
Yeah.
At least one person with it. Do you think that sits still lower than Behemoth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think we've ran against the triple Titan Lorelei yet. At least that was good and put up a good fight. But
it's fucking annoying. On PC, it's a lot annoying. It's a lot more annoying for sure.
Yeah.
That's one of those. I definitely see a lot of them on PC. Half the time, it's people that don't know how to use it, so that's kind of nice. But there's definitely times where it's a good team that has it is really, really painful.
Yeah. I mean, any good team with a busted loadout is really hard to beat. They're abusing it
agree.
perfectly.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that too. What have you found for counters against your annoying loadouts? Let's do some teaching here.
Loadouts?
No. Like the annoying loadouts as a whole. What do you find for counters against things like fusions or the Behemoth or Lorelei or Lorelei, however you pronounce it? This is a question for both of you, obviously.
I mean, fusions is really just staying behind cover, corner peeking, you know, and peek shooting. I mean, Lorelei, like I said, the sniper, I don't really know what to do against the Behemoth. If you can team shoot well with Malfeasance, it's really good against it, because what was it, like 5 shots or something?
5 shots to explode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 shots from anyone in the team. So if you just put in 5 shots, you kill them. But you have to be pretty organized against it. With a carry, that might not be so possible.
Right. Okay. What about fusions? What have you guys found to combat fusions? Like the Zer's ingredients, the ones that have some serious range to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in my opinion, there's really not too much you can do other than just really play your cover and just stand still. I mean, even then, you know, if they decide to be super aggressive because they have the range on you, they can just run right by you, you know, whatever, and turn around and just still pull it off. So I
just watched you die to 2 nades, an Axion bolt, and a melee.
smoke.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty good.
Every ability I think they could have thrown at you, you just got hit. I had to stop for that one. Sorry.
You're good.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, my quick play games, I got some demons in there, dude. I don't know what's wrong. There's some people.
For real.
No, but I mean, like with fusions, like I don't know. Either I just try to like run down at him before they even can charge, or I just sit, play cover, play primary, and just like peek shoot him. That's kind of what I normally do against him.
Okay. Sorry, I was still in chat. Chat, if you have questions, please ask. It's way more fun when the students get to ask questions too. And Arrha, I can't really see your chat, but...
Oh, yeah. If I have any questions, I'll let you know.
Well, you're not a student. You're a teacher.
No, I mean from chat.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, let's. I mean, I see you guys you're obviously hand cannon mains.
Yeah.
What's your favorite hand cannon to use across the board and why?
Well, I have 28,000 on Dire, but I haven't really been using it lately because I swapped it out for Ayaz Luna.
Okay. I mean, I don't blame you. Ayaz Luna's fucking amazing, but...
Are you keyboard and mouse?
No, I'm not. I'm an old man that played way too long on console. I can hit my shots. I can't move for the life of me.
I don't know. Ayaz Luna just feels good to me lately over Dire.
Okay.
Especially with the right role. Yeah.
Right.
But Alex, you have nothing more to add on to that, or?
No, not really.
Alright. Well, I would say Thorn is kind of like my favorite hand cannon for sure, as you can see.
I do love Thorn. Thorn is great.
Yeah, Thorn. I mean, in my opinion, like the reason why like I love Thorn so much is because like the playmaking potential with that gun is so high, especially once you get like one kill, and it works out super well for like trial carries, right?
Mm-hmm.
It works out really well in like 1v3s because you know, once you get like the first kill and you get perk, it really helps you clean up like your second, and then, you know, maybe even your third. It gives you like a huge advantage. And the other big thing that I really love about it is that it helps me hold reses. So like in unfair like situations where maybe I kill one person, right, and I'm like half health, and I re-peek to shoot the second person, and they're on a res, I can peek out, shoot them once, and then I can give myself time to regen without being forced to re-peek so that they don't get like the res. And like I love it. Yeah, exactly. And I love it because it really increases the play potential. Playmaking potential, sorry.
Yes. No,
So
yeah, absolutely. So because Thorn, and I love Thorn, if you could give it a catalyst of your own choosing, what would it be?
Oh boy. We've talked about this. No, we've talked about this. I've had like a lot of my viewers said a lot of creative ideas, and unfortunately I can't think of any of them, but I know one of the things that I was thinking of is that either maybe they do an increase to like the perk time, because I think right now it's 7 seconds, I believe.
Yeah.
I feel like I should know that. Yeah, it's 7 seconds. So maybe, I mean, I don't know, 7 seconds is a while, but maybe if they upped it by, I'm saying like 2 seconds, so like up to 9 seconds, maybe.
Interesting. Do you think that's catalyst worthy, or do you think that's just tuning worthy?
I think that's catalyst worthy. Thorn is, in my opinion, literally like an amazing hand cannon. Like
Yeah,
I know, yeah, I know a lot of people say, especially because once you're getting shot at by Thorn, like trying to control your own aim shooting back at it is also insanely hard. A lot of people that's kind of why, I mean, I think Thorn is one of the best hand cannons, because not only is it just an amazing hand cannon and it feels good, well, maybe it doesn't feel good, but it's a good hand cannon, but it's also hard to, like, you know, fight back against. You know, it's not like an Ayaz Luna on Ayaz Luna, right, where it might be a little bit more manageable. When you're getting hit by it, like, you're getting hit and it's pretty hard to control your aim. But I know a lot of people suggest range on Thorn, and if they ever did that, Thorn would be completely out of pocket. It would immediately become, in my opinion, the best hand cannon in the game. So, you know, I think it needs like something small maybe to, like, you know, complement it, but it definitely should not be anything like major. Otherwise, it'll just go out of hand.
Okay. I like that. I do. Thorn is still holding my most kills in my primary slot ever, so I 100% agree with you. Did you like Thorn more as a 140 or a 150?
I miss 140s.
You miss 150s, you mean?
Or yeah, sorry. 150s. I mean,
Good old days.
yeah, good old days. That's true.
Old days, right?
I mean, I think I liked it obviously more as a 150. So,
Okay.
but I think either way, it's all right. You know, since all the hand cannons got turned down to 140s.
Call me crazy. I think it feels better for me as a 140. Like the recoil wise, the recoil feels more in time with a 140 shot than it did with a 150, in my opinion.
True. I mean, I can see that.
Like some weapons turned real shitty at when they got swapped down to a 140, but I think I have Thorn to feel almost better, you know.
Yeah, like just with the timing on the recoil, like per shot, you know, feels a little bit better. Yeah.
Feels a little smoother.
I mean, no, I definitely get that. I think it's just a preference thing, right? So I mean, like if I definitely see like how for some people that might have made it feel better, but since I never really, I guess, or I don't know, maybe I guess I just didn't notice the difference when it swapped. So like to me, I guess I would still say like
Yeah,
150s were maybe just more for like my like just me, I guess.
that's what I was gonna say. I mean, I hardly even paid attention. I didn't really like see a difference.
Gotcha.
I feel it, I guess.
No, it makes sense. We got 2 questions in chat. Let me scroll up. Zena asked first, Nuveii, why do you main middle tree arc staff? And do you?
Because it's amazing. It is such a
good.
good. It is amazing when it works.
When it works.
No, I mean it's just a good tree for me. I mean, I specifically started using it because I did carries, and the block creates so much potential. I mean, it makes 1v3s and trials pretty easy unless the team is actually like very good.
Right.
On top of mid-tree melee doing quite a bit of damage when you land it, and especially because I'm an aggressive player and I shotgun people, it works really well for me because I'll slide up, shotgun, and then I can immediately throw my melee right after and just clean up the kill right away. So
Okay.
They
Plus
nailed
arc
it,
bolts.
bro.
And then Alex, what do you main and why?
I'm kind of in between right now. I used to main spec, but that got nerfed into the absolute just ground. It's just in the grave right now. And now I'm kind of... I tried going back to it a little bit. I mean, I've kind of enjoyed playing in Hunter lately, but for scrims, I can't play Hunter because our third place Hunter and Nuveii is also Hunter. So
Right.
I get stuck on Warlock, which I mean, I'm fine with because I enjoy playing both and I'm fine playing on both. So I normally play Dawnblade, up tree.
Okay. So how you guys feeling about the Arc and Solar 3.0? What do you hope to come first?
neither.
Neither. I like that answer. Neither. If you got to choose, which one would you want to see first? And which one do you think is going to break the sandbox less?
I mean, someone in my chat today said that it was data mined that what's it called, self-res is coming back, which I think would be pretty crazy if it did happen.
I don't know if that's going to work in D2.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking, so I'm kind of skeptical about it, but it would be pretty crazy.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
I'm excited for Arc because I know Nuveii mains Arc, and it could be, I mean, pretty big for
so
her.
Wholesome.
But
Oh, so wholesome.
So wholesome.
At the same time, I main Solar Warlock, so it could go either way.
Nuveii, what you got?
I mean, you know, obviously I just want arc. I just want to feel strong for once.
I want Arc too. I'm
But-
bottom tree striker, so I want Arc.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what arc will bring, so I don't really have too much of an extended opinion on it. But yeah,
Right.
since I'm main arc, I want arc. So
I like it. That's fair enough for me. All right. So our next one is from Mr. Next Up Nova. It says, "What got both of you into scrims and high level PvP, and what appeals to you about it?"
Well, I mean, let's just talk about I think why me and Alex both do high end PvP. I mean, I'm not like the gunplay in Destiny is just amazing. like I think that's why me and Alex both have been playing PvP for so many years, and you know, eventually have turned into top tier players. Like this game provides a PvP experience like no other game. It feels super nice, super smooth, and it I don't know, something about it just feels very, I guess, I don't know, it feels good. I don't know, Alex, if you can add on to like what I'm trying to say, kind of like
When we say high-end PvP, what are we talking about? Scrims or like trials?
well, oh, I wasn't talking like
In general, so like scrims, trials, legend comp, when legend comp is actually fun to play, things like that. Like, not just chilling in quick play and testing out weapons.
Yeah.
High end PvP.
I mean, it's really just what Nuveii said. Like, this game has an experience like no other. Really, it's I don't know. There's just like no other game really gives me that satisfaction of hitting a snipe to the head, turning around, hitting another snipe to the head, 3-tapping another guy. Like,
yeah,
but
but
I don't really get that.
I mean, like more specifically, like I think answering more of your question, I think the like that is what gets us going and like playing PvP. But the reason we started doing carries is I think just more because kind of it was more my idea at first. Like I wanted to help people, because I mean I just genuinely enjoyed the game and I also wanted to, I guess, like give back to the community. So I wanted to do carries, and then I found Alex, I think probably a month and a half after I started doing carries, and you know, we matched and I absolutely pummeled him into the ground.
Now you pummeled my teammates. My teammates, let's get that right.
And then we became partners and kind of had similar wants for what we want to do for people in the community. And
Good. So
yeah.
Keep that energy, because I didn't tell you guys, but for the scrim portion, we split the teachers up and you play against each other.
Yeah, I know. I watched your last
Alex
one.
doesn't know, so that's what makes it more fun. Is we pull in viewers from chat or chats, I guess, and it's viewers' chances to ask any questions that I missed, any questions that they had that they didn't really want to type in chat, things like that, and then we run it out basically, and then we swap teams.
Sounds good.
So, I had a really good question towards the Nova said a correction is his correction was endgame PvP is what he meant. So trials, things like that, yeah. Trials and scrims.
Like why?
I remembered my question.
Okay.
I remembered it. What would you recommend to people newer to scrims to become better at it? Because obviously scrims is a different playstyle than trials than comp. Like, what's your key takeaway for being better in a scrim setting?
Alexander?
I don't know. I mean, I want to say playing with your team, but at the same time, I've seen a lot of teams only play with their team, and like they won't take ones, like, or like take any challenges on their own. Which I don't think helps you really improve as a player.
Okay. Yeah, like if you could give one tip to be like, this is one thing you should definitely work on to become better.
Take your ones, man. Don't be afraid to like have a 1v1 with someone, or
I think it just means like just practice on like your just individual engagements that you have. So you know your aim, your positioning, things like that.
Yeah.
New ones. Nuveii, what you
just
got?
Be better.
Give me a different answer.
That's what he's saying.
Just hit your shots, kid. What you got? Tell me something. Tell me something different.
Yeah, I mean, I think personally, for scrims, I think team play is one of the most important things that most people should learn from scrims. I mean, team play is super important, and I mean, the other thing is that I think that skill can transfer over into regular PvP, especially for things like comp and trials that are team-based game modes. That can really, really help you. Or scrims can really help you kind of get more of a grip on PvP. Because I mean, in my opinion, like scrims don't really help you out that much in like regular PvP because in scrims it's a fair environment. In regular PvP, you're put in an extremely unfair environment. so, so there's not, like you can take your ones in this, because like no, but seriously, like in like a scrim, you can take your ones, right, and have a fair chance. And in regular PvP, that is most like 90% of the time that's not the case. So I actually don't really recommend just spam running scrims if you actually want to get better at regular PvP, because you're putting yourself in a fair environment, but regular PvP is not fair. Like, so I think the one thing though that can transfer from scrims to regular PvP is team play, your communication, and of course maybe just like your individual skills, like your reaction time, your aim, your positioning, things like that.
Interesting. That's the first time I've heard someone say that scrims doesn't help in regular PvP for the overhaul. So I appreciate that answer. I appreciate it a lot, actually. Message everyone on the other team to use a fair layout. Perfect. Good call. Good call, John. I think that would work too. Fuck yeah, I took you out in a way. What do you mean? All right, chat, do we have any more questions? Otherwise, we are going to jump into the scrim portion. We're about an hour in now. And while we're waiting for questions, chat, do me a favor. I'm going to drop their links again. Make sure to go hit the follow button for them. It's worth it. They joined us as teachers this week. Took time out of their day, took time out of their stream time, what have you. So make sure to show them some love back for that. I'm not asking Lycan's question. He's not here. I fucking refuse. Any other ones? Let's see. All right, you got any in your chat?
I mean, Jet a while ago asked what the perfect sandbox would be.
I mean, we asked that one at the beginning, and that was a tough one.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Damn it. I don't want to read all that. Fuck. Okay. Lycan's question says, what do you think of improving pellet shotgun consistency so they more reliably kill within 8 meters, but reducing range so they're only really effective within that range?
I would take that over the way shotguns are now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because I hate RNGing every shotgun engagement I have, because sometimes I shoot super early and for some reason no one hits, and then sometimes I'm like, like stepping on the person's shoes and I shoot and it does nothing. I would much rather have a stronger consistency so that my skill actually comes in play and I can time my shots instead of just like, yeah, I'm gonna try shooting from here and like, let's just see,
I mean, I definitely watched Alex try and shotgun somebody from 16 meters today. So I feel like that's the hero plays we're looking for here. No, I agree with you. I think I would much rather have a more consistent one hit range than a wider range and less chance of a hit. Alex, what do you got to add? You agree?
I do agree. I mean, that consistency is what just throws everything off. Like, my shotgun will be just in someone's face and it doesn't one hit, but I'll be 10 meters away and it one hits for some reason.
I agree with you. Smelly Mew says, who's better, Arrha or Nuveii?
Me. Obviously. No, I'm kidding.
I want to know, do you guys... So, you guys are obviously partners. You play together all the time. Do you put competitions on, like, your trials cards on who's going to top frag for the card or whatever?
No.
Sometimes, but not.
When?
Sometimes, like every now and then, like once every like 3 months, we'll do something weird like that.
I'm not gonna lie, I do that every time with my carry partners. Like I'll rub it in anytime I top frag, or anytime I get a higher KD or anything, I'm like, oh, what's happening? What are you doing? Like, you're losing. You're slipping.
Yeah.
Falling off.
I mean, me and Alex actually used to kind of be like that back in the day. We would ego over, well, not ego, but like we would care a lot about our weekly KDs. So like I would have like, I remember one weekend I had like a 3.1 weekly. He had 2.9. He got mad. He was like, man, you're not giving me any opportunity. And I'm like, come on.
I think it's fun that way, honestly. Especially if I was doing carries as much as you guys do. Like, you got to keep it spicy somehow, right?
Yeah. I actually hate competition, so I think that's why we don't do it. I get stressed out by competition, so.
Okay. But you're playing a
Yeah.
quote-unquote a competitive game mode. Interesting.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm a pretty competitive person in actual competitive games. So.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a competitive person. I just, maybe the right wording would be I just don't have a lot of confidence. Maybe that's what I should say, I guess. I am competitive. I just
I got
certain times
flawlesses
competition messes
in the weekend. I'm not confident. Jeez.
No, it's like, come on.
Nah, it's perfect. All right.
I got loser mentality.
Hey, that keeps you humble though. That's good in itself, right?
Yeah, in a way, but
I don't know. I've seen you play. You're pretty fucking cracked, so I'm kind of excited about this scrim portion. This is gonna be fun. Both chats, if you'd like to partake in the scrim portion, we're going to try and take students first. So, I mean, if you're an insane player, let me know. If we don't have any students that want to learn, we'll pull in just the players and run scrims. But preferably, we'd like to bring in people that can ask questions and learn. The way it works is you got to be in the Discord. That way you can obviously do your callouts, things like that, and ask your questions. Let's switch over to the scrim portion. I'm gonna be right back. You guys can go use the restroom, get a drink of water, whatever, and we'll load this shit up.
sounds good.